Hey y'all countrymen, I thought I'd better put up some kind of video, that way you guys didn't think I've been trashing. I was sick all last week, pneumonia. I took my antibiotics, I'm feeling a whole lot better. I went to my local Ace store. There's the bag, here's the receipt. $5.30, take my word for it. They had seeds on sale here a while back for 10 cents a pack. And I went and bought a few. They're hanging around here somewhere, but I went back and bought a few. So I'm going to go through these right quick and tell you what I got. These are just regular cowpeas, green beans, or black-eyed peas, whatever you want, black-eyed peas, snap peas. And they're regular 99 cents, but I bought, they're 10 cents a pack. Cowpeas, sweet basil, kohlrabi, sweet basil, pumpkin, kohlrabi, pumpkin, jalapeno peppers, cowpeas, green beans, whatever you want to call them, yellow wax. I got more yellow wax. I got lettuce, and this is the Grand Rapids lettuce. Let's go through here. Let's see. I got the Scarlet Nantes carrots, and let's go through the carrots here. I got a bunch of them. I got cauliflower. I got eggplant. We got more lettuce here, Grand Rapids lettuce. Let's keep going. Onions. I guess they're the green Vidalia onions, or green onions, but I'm going to plant them, see what comes up. And eggplant, more carrots. Let's see. More lettuce. I got some squash, table queen acorn squash. I got some of those. More kohlrabi. I don't even know what a kohlrabi is. I think it's a cross between it's kind of like a Japanese turnip or something. I've seen them, they chop them up, put them in Chinese food. That's all I know. I got spinach. Waltham butternut squash. What else we got going on here? More butternut squash. That's about it. But I bought 55 packs of seeds for $5.50. Let me get all these back up here. Oh. I got a big handful of seed. They're going back in the sack. And what I've got out there, y'all didn't even see my garden last year. I had a couple of 5-gallon cans with some tomatoes in it. I'm going to go ahead and start me some tomato seed over here in this front window and see if I can get them growing for the next month and then transplant them outside. That's my game plan. I do have some, bought me some paper cups at the Dollar Tree. They're just little single serving party cups. And I figure if I poke a hole in them, put my dirt in there, plant the seed, and then put that in the tray with a little bit of water, the water will suck up, keep the things, and when I get done, I'll just cut the paper in a couple of spots and go ahead and just set the whole cup down in the dirt. And outside, my porch is about 2 foot off the ground, but right in front of it, there used to be a flower bed. And when I moved down here, they had some old cedar bushes in there, and the roots was the only thing that was there. And I pulled them out and tried to plant a garden in there last year, but Bermuda took over again. This year, where they, the elders of the church, made my ramp from last year, I've got some treated 1x6s, about 12 foot long, maybe 14. And I'm going to take those and I'm going to put me a 2x2 stake on the inside and make it like be a foot deep or better. Then I'm gonna block off the ends, and I'm gonna put me some newspaper in the bottom of that, kind of, or maybe even buy me some of that grass cloth or whatever to go on the bottom, weed barrier, and then some newspaper, and then my local farm store down the road here. It's kind of a all in one store. Very cheap Tractor Supply, but it's not Tractor Supply. But he's got bags of topsoil and regular planting mix, and I do believe they were $5 a bag last year. And I'm going to buy me about 20 bags, and I'm going to fill that whole bed up with dirt. It'll be about 1.5 feet deep, the way I got it planned. Or at least 1 foot deep. And I'm hoping that with the newspaper on the bottom and maybe some weed barrier cloth, whatever, that I can keep it from the grass from going up in that. And then I can either walk down there on my porch and pick it right in front, or I can wheel my wheelchair out there, whichever I want. If I get tired and want to sit down, I'll take my wheelchair out there and just weed the weeds and the whole bit. And it'll be up about, knee high where the plants will be. And that's what I plan on doing. Right now, if I don't change my mind, I'm going to have about a 2 foot by 18 foot spot. I'm going to start out with radishes and maybe some turnips and lettuce for a cold crop. And about the time it gets too hot for the lettuce and everything, I can yank that out or turn it up under for compost. And my tomato plants, if I grow some, if they turn out, I can go ahead and pop them right in the ground there. That's right at the edge of the porch, and I can run me some strings from the top of my porch straight down to the tomato plants and tie them up as they go. And we'll do it that way. The squash, they're kind of a big vine, but I plan on putting them on the side of the house. I got about 3 foot on the side of the house there. If I can get up, just scrape up a little bit of hill or whatever and plant those seeds, and as they grow, I'll kind of keep them back to the house. They'll get plenty of the east sun, and I can hopefully keep an eye on them. But I plan on doing a whole lot more gardening this year than I did last year. I plan on getting back into canning hot and heavy. I haven't done much canning this year. I've done 60 pounds of chicken, 70 pounds of chicken, 60, ate one, got 3 10-pound bags in the freezer. So 60 pounds of chicken. I come out with 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 jars of chicken so far. I done hamburger. I wound up with 7 quarts of that. I've already turned around and used 2 quarts of that. Tonight for supper, I took a quart of my hamburger meat. It's already cooked. I flopped that off the skillet, heated it up, throw me about a cup of water in there, and some taco seasoning. I had 1 pack. I added some chili powder and a little bit of cumin and garlic powder in there and mixed that up. And I had flour tortillas and maybe some tacos. I was in and out of the kitchen with a meal in 15 minutes or less. That's what I love about canning up meat. It don't take long at all. I have all my enchilada sauces. Right now, I'm looking at 68 jars of canned meat in my house. I'm not a doom and gloomer. I never have been. But this year's going to be rough. Not on me, on everybody. Especially the ones that are not prepping. I don't know what's coming, but you ever get that feeling of dread, like I should be prepping, I should be doing more, something's going to happen? That's the feeling I got. I say my prayers in the morning, I say my thank you gods during the day, and I say my prayers at night. I do the best I can. It helps to be at a good church. I am bragging about my church, but show you what I got today. The elder of my church stopped by. Brand new American shirt. It's what I'm going to be wearing in my videos now. My old flag shirt, it died. I got two pair of sweats. I got a black pair and I got a blue pair. They even give me the Marshall shirt I got on. And by the way, Marshall won today. I was at Ace Hardware listening, or not Ace, Harbor Freight when they were on the radio. So yeah, Marshall did win today. But I'm not a sports fan. But the shirt fits. That's all I'm worried about. I haven't been putting up videos lately. December and January suck for me. February is not much better. I got through it. I'm okay. March was fine until I got sick. It wiped me out. I hate being sick. I got 2 more days of antibiotic. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm back in good spirits. I got my food haul from the food pantry. God bless their heart. All the canned goods are still sitting in the floor for the past 3 days. I did take some in the kitchen. I got to get that straightened up. My food rack straightened up. I'm to the point now that I need another shelf for food storage. That is a 18-inch deep by 4 foot long. I got it at Wally World. I think it was like $85. I think they're down to $65 now, but I'm going to get me another one just like that. And I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. But I'm going to get me another one as things go on sale. I'm going to buy it, can't put it up. I went right across the river in Catlettsburg, Kentucky, which, you know, I went to the next state. Don't have a heart attack, it ain't but 2 miles over across the river. Across the river, hang a right, second building on the right. That's where the store is. I talked to them, and they got 50-pound bags of wheat. It's red wheat, hard wheat, and I think she said it was $17 a bag. Now, can't you remember what are you going to do with wheat? You going to plant a wheat field or what? No, I'm going to use it for flour. I'm going to save up my money. I'm going to get me one of them Wonder Mills. I know that they said you had to buy elbow grease to go with them things because it takes a lot of elbow grease to grind all that wheat up. But they do have the option to where you can put a pulley on it and a little motor and everything else. Shoot, if nothing else, I could jack my wheelchair up, throw a pulley on that back wheel, power wheel, and hook it onto the Wonder Mill, sit there in my wheelchair and grind grain, you know. I can do it that way. There's a bunch of, you know, I'm a firm believer in redneck engineering. So there's ways around that. The rice will last longer, up to, you know, 10 years or longer, 30 years I believe it is, as long as it's kept dry, it kept the pest away. Corn doesn't have an expiration date on it. They found corn in the pyramids and planted it, and it grew. That's how long it's been there. So good things like that, you know, I want to do just a little bit at a time. I've got a month's worth of food in my house right now. I redone my budget and everything, and got to pay a bill off and everything this month. But I've got about $110 budgeted for food, and I'm going to buy basics. I'm going to buy some eggs. I'm going to buy me some lard and tomato sauce, and that's about all I need for that I plan on buying, that I really wished I had now. If anybody's got a recipe on how to use tomato soup for your rice or your spaghetti or whatever, I don't like tomato soup because it's sweet. I need some way to take that sweetness out of the tomato soup where I can make my arroz rojo or whatever, you know. If anybody's got any ideas on it, let me know. But this is an update on me. I wanted to show y'all the seeds that I got and everything, and I'm doing a lot better. God bless. Thanks everybody for watching my videos, sticking with me, all the prayers. I've got a lot of comments on my videos here lately. If I can do it, anybody can. Countryman out for now. God bless.